Hello, 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 hello mga friends! Kamusta po kayong lahat? Sana lahat po kayo ay nasa mabuting kalagayan ngayong araw na to. Oh my God! Magandang hapon, Pilipinas! Ngayong araw na to, makakasama natin ang isa sa mga top contestant dito sa Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Oh my God, na-excite ako kasi naman talaga itong babaeng to ay isa sa mga pinakamagaling pagdating sa pasarela. Kaya naman ay nako, talaga naman na-excite ako makausap siya ngayon dahil ngayong araw na to ay makakasama natin ang nag-iisang Diyosa ng Pasig na wala ng iba kundi si Miss Riana Agatha Pangindian ng Miss Universe Philippines Pasig.
Hello!
Hello!
Hello,
Oh my God! Sawadika, Konsuway Max, sawadika. Sabay di may ka.
Oh, wow. Hindi ko na naintindihan.
Hindi mo na naintindihan. Oh, I think naintindihan mo. Ang sabi ko kanina, yung sawadika, parang hello. Then sabi ko sabay di may, parang kamusta ka. Then sabi ko konsuway means it's beautiful.
Wow.
So, yon. Konsuway. Konsuway kasi ay, kapod-kap! Ayun. Alam ko na yan. Marami na nagsabi sa akin na maganda ako. Siguro mga, hindi ko na mabilang, thousand na. Alam mo yung estudyante ko, kapag nakikita nila ako, sinasabi nila sa akin, oh, Teacher Sam, you're so white. Ang ibig sabihin nun, ang ganda mo ngayon. Ako naman ang sagot ko, oh, kapon ka. But itong boklew ay lulew. Ang ibig sabihin nun, alam ko, nanonood yung boyfriend ko at naloloka siya sa akin. So, yun! So, nahiya ako bigla. So, yun, kamusta ka, Riana?
I'm okay. I'm doing well, Mama Sam. Thank you for having me here on Essence Crown Pageant News today. Maraming salamat sa lahat po ng nanonood. Hello sa inyo. Good afternoon from the Philippines. And I hope you guys would stay tuned with us so that you get to know me more. Right now, I'm doing well. I actually just finished my chores for today, so I was able to bathe my dog, prepare lunch. So I'm feeling great actually. Thank you for having me, Mama Sam.
Oh my God. Ako din, maraming salamat kasi pinangunlakan mo ang aking imbitasyon. Alam mo, Agatha, nare-remember ko, dati nakita ko yung yung walking yung pasarela teaser mo. So nakita ko yon sa isang page dito sa Thailand. Pagkatapos sabi ko, ang ganda naman ng lakad ng babaeng to. Sino ba to? Ang ganda ng katawan, ang haba ng kamay, ang haba ng mga bias, tapos ang ganda ng walk, ang polish. Tapos sabi ko, sino ba to? Tapos, akala ko kasi si Miss Pasay ka. So, inibitahan ko si Miss But anyway, ngayon alam ko na ikaw pala si Riana Agatha Pangindian ng Pasig City. So, Riana, gusto ko lang tanong sa'yo, kamusta ang sitwasyon mo dyan? Kamusta yung, syempre nag-lockdown tayo, di ba? Kamusta ang Pasig? Kamusta ang pamilya mo? Kamusta ka?
Well, Mama Sam, at the start of the lockdown, at first I was very I would say excited because I felt like, oh, finally we get to rest. I'm sure this will end for just about a week or about a month. And after this, we're going to go back to normal. We're going to see each other again. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. So it was a roller coaster for me at the start. It was hard for me to navigate things because syempre, at the back of my head, I was thinking, yes, yay, I can rest, but at the same time, paano na? What's next? What's going to happen after this? So I actually just allowed myself to feel the adjustment, I guess, or the sad feeling as well. I'm sure some of you could relate that at the start of the lockdown, lahat po tayo naninibago, lahat tayo parang naging worried. We're getting anxious and worried about what's gonna happen in the future. I myself went through it, and so that's what I did. There were days when I would just lie down and sometimes cry and think, oh, what's gonna happen next? I don't know what to do. But after that, I was able to actually reach out to people and ask for help, help me process what's going on. And I think that's one of the things I've learned throughout this process, that it's okay to ask for help. So don't ever feel ashamed to ask for help, because that's actually what we're here naman for. And I'm actually very inspired and motivated by the Bayanihan spirit here in the Philippines and even around the world. I mean, at the start, I think for the first few months of the lockdown, I would see what do you call this? Fundraising drives one after the other. So that really inspired me, and I really saw how us Filipinos are very willing to help each other, especially in these times of the pandemic. My family's doing great. I get to spend more time with them as well. So prior to the lockdown, everyone was very busy, but now we get to really spend time over lunch, over dinner, even over breakfast. So that's for me, I really cherish those moments. Especially, I don't know, for some reason, I'm starting to feel like mas na-appreciate yung time ko with my parents. Especially, I probably see na they're starting to get older. So I also start to feel, okay, I have to be more responsible. I have to be more, caring towards them as well. So those are the moments that I really treasure. As for Pasig, I'm very grateful for our mayor. He's been working tirelessly and excellently for us here in Pasig. So I would see all his projects, as in pati mga FB live niya, halos every week nag-FB live siya just to really update what's going on. And I really appreciate that because, of course, there's transparency between our mayor and, of course, us co-constituents of what's really happening around us. So, ayun, marami na po siyang nagawa for Pasig. So, I'm really, really grateful for that. There's been seminars after one after the other as well for parents, for teachers. So yun, we really appreciate Mayor Vico for what he's doing for Pasig City.
Galing naman. Ako, naiintindihan kita. Actually, hindi lang naman ikaw yung dumaan sa ganung sitwasyon. Kahit din ako, kahit naman siguro yung ibang tao din, di ba? Hindi ito naging madali sa atin lahat. Pero ang importante, alam natin kung paano natin to dadalhin yung sitwasyon sa kabila ng medyo nahihirapan ng lahat, nahihirapan tayo, but laban lang, sabi ng ganon. But Agatha, gusto ko lang itanong sa'yo, paano ka naman lumaban sa sitwasyon na to? Siyempre, nakaramdam ka mo ng, siyempre, anxieties. So, paano mo siya nalagpasan? Saan ka kumuha ng lakas? Paano ka bumangon uli?
That's a very nice question, Mama Sam. For me, what I did, yun nga po, at first, I felt lost. I felt unsure of what's gonna happen next. So, the first step that I did was to be honest. Kasi for some, may mga nakausap akong colleagues ko, they were trying to be in denial of what's happening. Na hindi, okay lang to, okay lang ako, ganyan. Hanggang sa, hindi kasi siya, it's not gonna last so long. When we say na, hindi, okay lang ako, okay lang ako. So there will come a point na you really just have to admit to yourself, if you're not okay, then that's fine. And so that's what I did. And then after that, I really asked really help from my close friends, especially my mentors. One of which, Miss Venus Ra, she's been really my accountability partner. She knows everything that's really going on inside of me. And so I really asked her to help me process what's going on. And sooner and later, God also really allowed us to see what's going on in His light. I think it's really important nowadays to really put our faith in God and really trust that He is in control of everything. I mean, we may not understand what's going on around us, but at the end of the day, I truly believe that God knows what's going on and we can trust Him fully because He loves us so much and He cares for us. And so that's really what I did. I put my faith in Him and really gave my worries, my anxieties to Him, and I really asked Him to help me as well to just get back up and do what I have to do. I think that's the second step of after mo ma-feel yung worries, yung anxieties mo. For me, what I did, I gave it to the Lord. I surrendered everything to Him, and then I asked Him, okay, Lord, what am I going to do next? And so He gave me those, specific points on how I can be more effective in helping others as well.
Yes, ganun lang naman talaga yung kailangan natin. Magtiwala talaga tayo sa Diyos. Kahit ako talaga, surrender. Tiwala ka talaga sa Diyos. Kasi naman yung isip ka ng isip, worry ka ng worry, kung ano-ano tumatakbo sa utak mo. So, ibigay mo na sa Diyos na bahala ka na. And then, 100%, di ba? Tapos, Agatha, you're representing Pasig. Sa lugar ninyo sa Pasig, kung pupunta ako sa Pasig, ano ang
Mm.
mare-recommend mo sa akin na pwede kong kainan sa Pasig?
Mm.
Tapos ano ang pwede kong puntahan sa Pasig na talagang masasabi mo the best para pasyalan dito sa Pasig?
Yeah po, kung kayo, actually here in Pasig, sobrang dami po namin pwedeng i-offer sa inyo, especially when it comes to food. Here in my hometown in Barangay Capitolio, we have, it's one of the food districts here in Pasig. So if you're craving for different cuisines, we have it all for you. So we have American cuisine, if you're craving for some burgers, ang daming masarap na burger place dito. If you're craving for some Mexican food, we also have like cilantro. It's one of the best restaurants here also in Barangay Capitolio. If you're craving for some Thai, meron din tayong Thai restaurants here. So it's actually like a melting pot of different cultures already. So we really can accommodate tourists like you guys, or if you want to bring your friends, Mama Sam na Thai, pwede mag-enjoy talaga sila. Pero one of my favorite places like halo-halo place dito sa Pasig is yung kay Aling Charing sa ano yon, Pasig Market. So, nasa kalagitnaan siya talaga ng Pasig Market. But when you try it, it's really the best. As in, like, isa yun sa mga paborito kong halo-halo talaga. So, you know, if you're having a hot day here in the Philippines or here in Pasig, you can go to Aling Charing's and you should try their halo-halo sa Pasig City Market. So, it's really good. So places, I also recommend that we go to Rave. So ito, Rainforest Adventure Park. So kakaiba siya because we rarely, you know, have parang park in the middle of the metro or in the middle of the city. But here in Pasig, we have this rainforest park where they actually have like zip lining, they have swimming pool, they have all these adventures that we can experience and really enjoy here in Pasig. So yun, masaya actually, exciting yun. If Mama Sam talagang tumuloy ka dito, sabihan niyo po ako at I'm gonna tour you around here in Pasig.
Nako, nakaka-excite naman. May dinagdag si so ipagpatuloy natin ang chikahan. So, why
Okay.
did you decide to join Miss Universe Philippines 2020?
Mm. Well, you know, Mama Sam, my first experience in this pageant industry is really back when I was 19 years old, 2016, flashback tayo contest. So I joined
Mm-mm.
Bb.Pilipinas. So that was my first national pageant. And at the time, when I joined that, it was more of like an experience for me. It was more of, you know, everything was new. So parang nangangapa ako all throughout. So, but I really enjoyed my experience there because I really learned how to present myself in a better way, you know, and really communicate with people, get to know different kinds of people. So, and when I joined that pageant, I really had it in my mind to win Miss Universe. Siyempre, ano natin yan, goal ko na, dream big, di ba nga po? So, I really
Mm-mm.
wanted to get the Miss Universe crown. But unfortunately, but thank God, you know, I landed top 15. So I told myself, sige, I'll go back to my studies. So nung time po yun, I was still studying. I was in my second year in college. So I told myself and told my
Mm.
parents, I'll go back to my studies. I'll finish my degree. And after that, let's see where God will bring me. And praise God, the opportunity is still there, you know, so why not join? I mean, why not grab that opportunity and this time show to people the growth that I went through or the experiences that I went through to be the woman that I am today. And so I'm really passionate about just helping and inspiring people that no matter, you know, how let's say simple you are, or people would say, you're very shy, you're very quiet, how can you win? You know, I don't think that should be an hindrance for anybody to really dream big and, you know, achieve more and be an inspiration, especially to the younger generation. So I'm very thankful for all the experiences that I went through that honed me to be the woman that I am today. And I'm very excited to show that to people and really encourage people to do the same, you know, to really embrace their uniqueness and show that to people because there's only one you, you know. No DNA is the same. And so I went through that journey of learning who I am and accepting who I am, and of course showing that to people.
Okay. So at least 'di ba, yung experience mo noon saka Ngayon, at least medyo ano ka na, 'di ba? Okay na. Alam mo na yung gagawin mo kasi noon, 'di ba, parang hindi mo pa alam, nangangapa ka talaga kung paano
Opo.
'to,
Pati po
'di ba? May
kilay
camp
ko,
pa
hindi
ba
ako
noon?
marunong.
Ah,
Opo, may
talaga?
camp.
Mm.
At that time, I'm very grateful. I was scouted to join to join Aces and Queens. So sila po talaga yung nag-train sa akin. So mula pasarela, mula makeup, lahat po yan Q&A especially. So they're very good in really training girls to be more, confident and be more eloquent and be more empowered basically. But I remember I would go to Bb.Pilipinas office and sometimes kulang yung makeup ko, hindi pantay pilik mata ko, ganyan. Kasi wala talaga akong alam basically
But wag mong
sa
isnabin yung laban mong yon kasi naka-top 15 ka, 'di ba? So
malaking
ibig sabihin napansin talaga nila yung beauty mo.
Actually, sobrang thankful po ako doon. Doon ko rin nakita na, kaya ko pala. Or parang nakita ko yung, okay. Kasi very shy nga po ako, very mahiyain, ganyan, very reserved. But after that, I realized na yun, there's the potential inside of me that I really have to just embrace and show to people. And I myself have to discover it and so that I can really bring it to the table.
Ang sabi ni RJ, sabi niya, Marsam, si Riana ang pinakamaliit na mukha sa Miss Universe Philippines. Tapos ayun, Pinay Barbie daw ang sa personal. Ako naniniwala ako. Ako, habang tinitignan kita ngayon, tinititigan kita. Habang nagsasalita ka, alam mo lumalabas yung ganda mo.
Salamat po.
Oo. Hawig, sabi ni Tito D, hawig ka daw ni Karil. Pero ako, ang nakikita ko sa'yo, yung si Geneva Cruz. Alam mo ba si Geneva Cruz, sa screen, hindi siya ganun kaganda. Pero pag nakita mo siya sa personal, ang ganda-ganda niya. So, yon. Tapos, tanong ko lang sa'yo, Agatha, nakasali ka na sa Binibini Pilipinas noong 2016, di ba? So, kamusta naman yung experience mo dito sa Binibini Pilipinas? Ano ang pinagkaiba nila dito sa pagsali mo dito sa Miss Universe Philippines 2020? Yung experience mo sa Binibini saka sa Miss Universe Philippines, ano ang diferensya?
Right. I guess, sige, saan ba ako magsisimula? For Miss Universe Philippines 2020, I guess since everything's quite new to everybody, especially to us candidates, it's a new organization, even the activities are new to us, medyo may adjustment pa din. Even if I went through the national pageant back in 2016, Miss Universe Philippines 2020 is a lot different. It actually, what I love about Miss Universe Philippines, they allow us to really be our authentic selves. And I think that's one of the things that I really wanted even before, pero dahil feeling ko I have to conform to, the standards of the beauty pageant, I have to be a certain way, kumbaga. But now here with Miss Universe Philippines, they're really empowering us, they're really encouraging us girls to really show to people who we truly are. And I guess that's one of the things or one of the differences that I really appreciate here in Miss Universe Philippines. With Binibining Pilipinas naman po, since it was my first pageant, first major pageant, it was more of, I guess it was a training ground for me to really learn how it is to be a confident woman, to be a woman that can be a spokesperson, to be a woman who can inspire younger girls. Actually, after that stint, nung medyo bumalik ako sa normal life ko as a student, I didn't know that a lot of younger girls were actually inspired by what happened because they couldn't, ako rin I was 19 years old at that time, and I guess it was more of me stepping out of my comfort zone. It was me, taking courage and showing that even your age shouldn't define your capability or your ability to do something great. So yun po, parang na-encourage ako sa mga feedback ng mga tao after doon na parang, grabe ate, you're just 19 and you joined Binibining Pilipinas, how did you do it? I get those questions and I get overwhelmed because I really truly believe that it was all also by the grace of God. Talagang pati po yung pagsali ko noon, it was really, I believe, orchestrated by God. So all of this, yun po, I'm sure all of this has a purpose at the end. So ayun po, basically ang difference niya ngayon, we're encouraged to be more who we are and show that to people. Unlike ako, personal experience ko daw with Binibini, siguro dahil first time ko rin, I try to somehow conform to what people wanted. So kung gusto nila ito gagawin ko. Kung gusto, yung gano'n. So medyo hindi ko kilala yung sarili ko at those days. But yeah, I'm still very grateful for the experience because if not for Binibini, I wouldn't be here as well.